Hey you guys, welcome back. It's Tina Tenacity. Welcome to my channel. I know it's been a while. I've been MIA for a few months, several months perhaps, but I am back. Everything's been good. I've just been working a lot, developing my website, my podcast, and I've just been doing that and just living my life. You got to live your life, right? So that's what I've been doing, but I'm feeling really great. I cut my hair, everything is just looking nice and short, and I'm feeling this new look. I'm feeling it. But yeah, so new hair, new look, just fresh back on YouTube. I'm feeling great. But yeah, all right. So I want to talk about, putting pride aside. A lot of times we feel like, we don't need any help. We don't need this. We don't need that because we're afraid of how other people are going to look at us, especially if they've always looked up to us, and we've been like maintaining just everything about us, whether it's our money. We always have money. We always have clothes. We've always been just popping, and 1 minute, let's say you're down, you lose the money, you lose your apartment, you lose your house, you lost everything. What do? Would you be a humble person and go back and live at your mother's house, your father's house, your cousin's house, whatever, your grandparents' house? Would you do that and get your life together? Or would you say, you know what, no, I'm not gonna let my family members see that I come down to this. I'm high profile, I'm this, I'm that, I'm a boss, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm a teacher, I'm a nurse, like whatever. Like if you had that status, would you, and you lost everything, you lost your job, you lost that stuff, would you come back into your parents' house, your grandmother's house, or a family member's house, or your friend's house and say, look, can I sleep on your couch? I just need to get my life right. Would you do it? Well, it's best if you do it, because if you don't do it, if you don't humble yourself and ask for help, help will not be given to you. And you cannot wear the crown if you don't humble yourself. You cannot accomplish if you don't humble yourself. I had to learn that in my own life. I've never been a prideful person. There was one point when I was tempted to not ask for help, but I'm like, nah, like scratch that. I'm going to ask for help. I'm going to ask for help. You know why? Because I need it. And who am I playing mind games with? Who am I playing games with? I humbled myself. I worked. You know what I mean? I got my own place. I've accomplished so much. You know what I mean? Because I fought the good fight of faith. And also, I learned, like, look, when you need help, ask for help. It could be anything simple. It could be anything simple. It could be like, hey, can you please help me on this exam? Not the final exam, but just study with me. You know what I mean? Can you please give me some insights into what this means? Like, it could be something so simple like that. And a lot of people they have so much pride that it allows them to not be blessed. I'm telling you, like, pride will allow people to end up in the hospital because they were afraid to ask for help. They're afraid of what other people are going to think about them. I'm telling you, let that go. I didn't see so many things happen to people because they were afraid to throw in the towels. They were afraid to just let it go. Your situation is only temporary. Let it go. It's only temporary. Like, things are not the same forever. Trust me. Trust me. You know what I mean? So just let go of your pride, man. If you need help from somebody, even if you're not that close to them, attempt to ask them. They may help you even more than enough. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. I see this going on in the world, and I done seen so many people lose so many things because of the pride that they have, and it is not good because they've ended up in situations where they've never imagined, because they've always been on top, that they don't know what it's like to start over. They don't know what it's like to be here anymore. They've boosted themselves so high up that when they've lost everything, they're afraid to come back down and humble themselves and look up and say, wow, I should have been more grateful. They're afraid to start over. Fear, that's what it is. And fear of what other people are going to think about you, fear of how you may feel or how you may end up. Like, don't think about what's going to happen to you. Like, just think about what you can do right now to help yourself. You know what I mean? And a lot of people end up having pride and affecting their family that they have, their family that they live with. So let that all go. It's a new year. Start fresh. If you got to start over, start fresh. If you got to live in your parents' house to save some money, get your life together, start fresh. If you're addicted to alcohol, drugs, whatever it may be, let that go. You only live in one body forever. Take care of it. You know, put your pride aside and ask for help. I know a lot of people who are struggling with their bills, or struggling in school, or struggling in a relationship, or marriage, or friendship, or like they just would not open up and speak to a counselor. They won't open up and speak to a family member, their best friend, because they're afraid. They're like, oh my gosh, I don't want people to think this of me. I don't want people to think that of me. Don't worry about that. We've all been through things, and we all are going to go through things. So just speak up, just let your pride go, humble yourself, and you will get your reward. When I was in school, a lot of people around my age, when I was a freshman in college, they were telling me, Tina, why are you going to school? School, man, I don't know, but I feel like, it's a waste of time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, look, I'm doing me. I'm thinking 10 years from now. You might be living for today, but I'm thinking 10 years from now, and they're like, nah, I got a good job already, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. And I'm like, okay, well, make sure you secure that job with a certificate or something, you know what I mean, to hold yourself down, because you got to plan ahead. You got to think ahead. Things happen. And sometimes, you know what I mean, we need to humble ourselves and be like, look, even though it's hard right now, I'm going to humble myself, and I'm going to work hard to get to where I want to go in life. And I'm telling you, those same people looking back and see all that I've accomplished, I'm not bragging, but this is humbleness. If I wasn't humble, I wouldn't even accomplish what I have accomplished. I've got my highest degree, which is my master's degree. I've humbled myself. Anybody who told me, look, you could get a better job, get out of school, I was like, nah, no. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going in life. I pray, you know what I mean? I may not know where life is gonna take me, but at least I know I'm trying. I'm trying to do what I can do and humble myself and start from the ground up, not from up and going down. I don't want that. And even if that does happen, I'm gonna humble myself, start over. So a lot of times we have pride, man. Just don't have pride. Don't look at like where you are today. Think about where you're gonna go. Think about where you're gonna go. Your situation is not for long. Your situation is not for long. So humble yourself, put faith, put work behind your faith, and do what you gotta do to survive. And even if it means asking for help temporarily, ask for it. Because if you don't humble yourself, you won't get the crown. You won't get the reward. And I'm talking about your reward, not to show anybody or anything, or just for your self satisfaction, your self fulfillment. I do things to self fulfill, for self fulfillment. That's what I do with passion for. So it's not about other people. It's like, it's about you. It's about you. It's about each and every one of us. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I want to talk to you guys about. And yeah, it's just a lot of things going on in the world. People don't want this to find out. They don't want people to find out this about them, but we all are in this together. We all go through things. Like, I'm not even surprised at any kind of news that I hear nowadays from anyone or anything. I'm not surprised. It's like, yo, that's life. That's life. If you can't humble yourself and said, yes, I'm going through this, I need some help, blah, blah, blah. I lost my job, I need some help. I lost my house, I need some help. If you can't say that, and you can't humble yourself and do what you got to do to get back up, life will humble you. And sometimes life, the way life can humble some people, some of them are in the hospital right now, because when life was trying to humble them, they still was so prideful. Oh, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Nope, I'm still gonna try to make it on my own. Of course you can try to make it on your own, but when you realize that you're on the very ground, you gotta put your hands up and be like, can you help me? Can you pick me up, please? It's only temporary. It's only temporary. Don't stress it. Don't stress it. You got this. All right? You got this. Just put your pride down, humble yourself, do the best that you can be, and I'm telling you, life will change. Life will change for you. Life will change for you. All right? So thank you guys. That is it. Thank you for listening to Tina Tenacity's channel. I am back. I'm happy to be back. New year, new hairstyle, same Tina, same determination. And I will be back with you guys with some more segments, some more topics, some more videos, and all that good stuff, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening. It's Tina Tenacity.